When you get onto a mob of horses and you start to run them, it's hard, you'll get bruises, you get skin off. The good horse will nearly always be out in front. He'll get away out in front. The one that you want, well, you've got to go past a lot of others, or quite often you'll take one of the others just to get out of the mob. As we say, we like to thin them out a little bit, because you'll catch him another day. That's happened many a time. Oh yes, I'll get him another day. I'll get him next time. You always keep going back, I'll get him next time. And if you eventually get the horse caught with a rope on him, put a headstall on him, and you've got him, you're knocked up yourself, but you feel so proud, and you've had a big win. It's just like winning a grand final in football, I think. When you catch a good horse out in the bush after a hard chase. We had a lot of fun up there bringing those horses off. Although they were wonderful days, because you're never lonely when you're riding around the bush. The horses are part of our culture nowadays. Well, they have always been part of our culture, but to see the horses roaming in the bush, it's a great sight, but they are not doing the damage and they do not create the erosion that a lot of people seem to think that they do. We don't get much of a voice nowadays. They don't seem to want to acknowledge us. We're led to believe, it could be a rumour, we don't know about this, that they're going to go and shoot the Brumbies. Now, we're entirely against that. They're not to shoot them at any time. The welfare of the animals is a great thing that we like to consider. I don't think that the Brumbies do the damage that they seem to think they do, but the management leaves a bit to be desired, I think. In lots of cases they should relate a bit more to the landholders. They know the country better than some of our bureaucrats. And I think that if we fell into line and worked in together, it would be a lot better. I don't see any reasoning with their belief that the Brumbies are creating damage and that they have to be destroyed. Perhaps if they went in a more humane method and thinned them out a bit better and managed them a bit better, things would go along hand in glove. We'd be happy with them. It's a big, wide, vast country. There's a lot of wild horses running there. They do become overpopulated, yes. They have to have a thinning rate. They've got to take some of them out at certain times, but they've got to do it humanely. I think that if we make a different approach to them and get them to come round to our way of thinking to a certain extent, that things will be a long way different, yeah. If they liaised with us more, it would be a much better situation than what it is at the moment, yes.